See a hole?
Oh, I was hoping you'd spot that.
It's a little poofier than I normally do, but I'm just so nervous.
Oh, that's all right. You know, I wrap my whole head in toilet tissue when I go to bed at night. It gets a little smushed down in that process anyway.
After trade school, I was number one when it came to frosting and streaking. I did my own.
Really? I wouldn't have guessed. And I can usually spot a bottle job at 20 paces. Well, your technique is good, and your form and content will improve with experience, so you're hired.
Oh!
And not a moment too soon. We are going to be busier than a one-hour paper hanger today.
Thank you, Miss Ruby, thank you.
No time. Now, you know where the coffee stuff is back there. Everything else is on the tray next to the stove. So,
Oh, here, let me help you. You have tiny hairs and fuzzies all over you.
oh, honey, there is so much static electricity in here. I attract everything but boys and money. Now, be a treasure. Now, this is the most successful beauty shop in town. Do you know why?
Why?
Because I have a strict philosophy that I have stuck to for the last 20 years. There is no such thing as natural beauty. That is why I have never lost a customer to the cut and curl or the beauty box. Also, don't skimp on anything. Nothing but the best for my ladies. Use as much hairspray as you want. Oh, just set that on the table there. Shove that stuff over. Manicure station there, and
There's no such thing as natural beauty.
remember that, or we're all out of a job. I mean, look at me. It takes a lot of effort to look like this.
I can see that. How many ladies do you have come by this morning?
Well, on Saturdays, I try to limit myself to the ladies of the neighborhood. That'd be 3 of them. But today, we got Shelby Eaton coming in. She's not a regular. She's the daughter of a regular. I gotta do something special for her, because she's getting married this afternoon. Now, have you lived in town long?
Oh, only a couple of weeks.
Ooh, new in town. That must be exciting. Well, I wouldn't know. I've lived here all my life.
It's scary.
Oh, I would imagine. So tell me things about yourself.
Oh, there's nothing to tell. I live here. I have a job now. That's it. How about a few of these issues of Southern hair?
Oh, sure. It's important to keep abreast of the latest styles. I've got Southern hair and Family Circle and Country Living and Good Housekeeping. Well, just every magazine known to man. So, you must live close by, though. I mean, I didn't notice a car out there.
Oh,
So.
my car? I don't have a car. I've been skating across the river at Miss Rolling's barn house.
That is quite a walk. Ruth Rowling. Ooh, now there is a story. She is a twisted and troubled soul. Well, her whole life has just been an experiment in terror. Oh, husband killed in World War II. Her son was killed in Vietnam. I tell you, when it comes to suffering, she is right up there with Elizabeth Taylor.
Is that a gunshot?
Yes.
Then why is someone firing a gun in a nice neighborhood like this?
But it's a long story. It's got to do with Shelby and her father and the wedding. And you'll just be happier if you ignore it like the rest of the neighborhood does.
Knock, knock.
Oh, morning, Clary.
Morning, Trudy.
I tried to call you, let you know I was running a little late, but there was no answer.
Well, I was over at the high school. I was out at the Crack of Dawn.
Now, I would like to meet the former First Lady of Chickapin, Mrs. Belcher. Clary, this is Annette. She's going to be taking Judy's spot.
Pleased to meet you.
Well, I'm a little embarrassed. If I had known I was going to be meeting new people today, I would have taken a little more pride in my appearance. I was at the dedication for the new football field at the high school. I'm usually not this windblown.
They have named the new football stadium after her late husband, the Lloyd Belcher Memorial Coliseum. Oh, the team has voted her all sorts versatiles.
I have the pom-poms to prove it. What's your family name, dear?
Oh, my, their name's Dupuy.
Oh, I don't think I know any Dupuis.
I moved here not too long ago. I'm originally from Zawali.
Oh, well, that explains it then. Oh, now, Trudy, where did I put those recipes I was going to bring you?
Anyway, the reason I tried to call you is to ask if it's all right if I do Shelby first today.
Oh, that'd be fine. I can amuse myself. After all, Shelby is the most important person today. Oh, that man. I swan me. I think the situation is worse than ever.
Now, Annelle, I think we're going to need more towels out here. There's some back by the washing machine.
Sweet girl. Where'd you find her?
Well, she heard I had an opening, so she came in. I think there's a story there, though.
Well, why do you say that?
Well, for starters, she's married, but she lives at Ruth Roboling's alone.
Oh, well, I would get to the bottom of that. After all, you have some nice silverware that you would like to keep.
I'm not worried about that. She seems like a nice girl. I just love the idea of hiring someone with a past.
She's no more than 18. She hasn't had time to have a past.
Honey, it is the 80s. If you are old enough to hit puberty, you are old enough to have a past.
Let me just take a taste of this. Oh, yuck!
Annelle, how'd you make the coffee?
Like you said, I poured the hot water through the thing.
Where'd you get the hot water from?
It was boiling on the stove.
Did you notice the hot dogs in the bottom of the pot?
No,
Making you hot.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no worries, honey. I love a good hot dog, just not with cream and sugar.
Well, I don't think she's an international spy. And if she works out, I'm thinking of letting her rent the apartment above the garage.
Well, I thought the twins were going to live up there when they went to the college.
Oh, change of plans. Louis is now going to go to LSU, and Pooh has decided he is going to work for my cousin in Baltimore. And he doesn't want to be called Poot anymore. My babies are growing up.
I just can't believe that you have kids that are old enough to leave the nest.
Well, you know I was a child bride. But I'm trying to look at the bright side. I hear that Baltimore is the hairdo capital of the world.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, guess what I just found? My recipe cards. I'm just so fat I couldn't even feel them.
See? Oh, that looks delicious.
Oh, it is. And the biscuit just makes it so simple. And this one is from my daughter-in-law. She said that you cannot attend a function in Tickfaw where this is not served.
Now, these chocolate chips, milk chocolate or semi-sweet?
Oh, the milk.
And the caramel syrup, is that dark or light?
Well, that's a matter of taste.
What about that other one you were telling me about? Cuppa?
Oh, that one's so simple. You don't even have to write it down. It's a cup of flour, cup of sugar, cup of fruit cocktail with the juice. Mix it all up, bake it at 350 degrees until golden bubbly.
Ooh, that sounds rich.
Ooh, it is. And that's why I always serve it over ice cream to cut the sweetness. Now, if you have some paper, I can just copy those down for you.
Oh, sure. Annelle, could you grab some paper from Miss Clary? There should be some stuck on the Frigidaire underneath the crawfish. Ooh, that article I was telling you about Princess Diana. I swear, drunk Eaton's brain doesn't get enough oxygen.
Well, you just try living next door to him.
Hi, everybody.
There she is. There's my girl. Come break my neck. Oh,
Trudy, it's so good to see you. Miss Clary, it's not that I'm unfriendly. I'm just worried about my nails.
Oh, no worries.
that is a pretty color. I hope it
doesn't dry too dark. If it's too dark, it will never do. You know the colors are never the same as on the bottle.
You will find that to be true.
This is drying way too dark.
Pretty.
It practically pinged my foot. Do you have any of that nail polish remover?
Oh, sure, right over here. Now, where's your mama?
Right behind me, I thought. Oh, hi. I'm Shelby Eatonton, soon to be lecturing.
Hi, I'm Annelle. I'm Sue.
It's Annelle's first date.
Well, now you're working for the best. Anyone gets their hair done at Truby's.
Absolutely. Shelby, you know I would walk on my lips
Thank you, honey.
before I would criticize anyone. But your father is about to make us all pull our hair out, and that is not good for my business.
He should be done with his yard work soon.
I hope so.
You're not the only one concerned. Mama is about to have a fit. She and Daddy are fighting like cats and dogs.
Oh, honey, they're just so anxious because there's so much going on.
No, they are not. They just try to create as much tension as possible in any given situation. It is a creed they live by.
You know, I was just reading an article in Glamour magazine about stress during family occasions. It seems there can be a lot of tension and trauma. And the part I found most interesting, though, was that all that stress can unleash deep, dark hostilities that make your hair fall
Oh,
out.
my goodness.
Well, they are fighting about patio furniture. Jackson and I will never fight about silly things. Are you married enough?
Oh, I hope that coffee's better.
Well, it smells right.
Oh, how pretty.
Princess Grace.
You brought that picture like I told you.
Here it is. Study it carefully. And here's the baby's breath.
This is so exciting. I feel like I'm present at the creation. It's just something so wondrous about the way a bride looks. I feel it is beauty in its purest form. But what's the baby's breath for? There's no baby's breath in that picture.
Oh, you just stick it in. It's meant to frame my face. Baby's breath is part of my whole decoration concept for a total romantic look. Miss Claire Reed, what cute shoes.
Oh, you think so? I'm just not sure. I think they might be a little too racy for me. Probably just give them away.
I think they are too cha-cha for words. If you're going to get rid of them, I'll buy them.
Well, what size do you wear?
Well, in a good shoe, I wear a size 6. But a 7 feels so good, I buy an 8.
Well, they're 8.5.
Perfect.
Hi, Mama. Look at Miss Claire Reed's shoes.
Hey, those are mine. Is this a riddle?
Now, this is my mama. How are things at the house?
Fine. Lisa Boudreaux stopped by just this second to talk to your father. One or both of them are probably lying in a pool of blood by now. Did you say Annelle? Well, what a pretty name. It's unusual. I'm Lynn.
And how is the mother of the bride today?
Don't ask.
What's the matter?
Nothing a handful of prescription drugs wouldn't take care of.
Here, let me take this for you.
Thank you. You can put it over there, please.
Here, honey.
And now, why don't you shampoo up Mrs. Eatonton? These girls have mountains to move today.
Ain't that the truth?
Hope your card is right on top.
Oh, piece of cake.
Mama, this color is all wrong. It looks like a stuffed pig bled all over my hands.
I am sure we have something at the house that'll do.
Do you have pink?
Of course I have pink.
It has to be delicate.
If you don't have something, I will send one of the boys to get you some delicate pink nail polish.
Oh, great idea, Mama. I would love to see what Tommy would pick out.
Is there something that I can help out with last minute?
Oh, Clary, you have done plenty. I think we've got everything situated. Just borrowed every fern in North Louisiana. The boys got in last night, and they'll take care of the odds and Marlene.
Well, I sure hope that the rain holds out. Oh, Shelby, I just wish it was a prettier day.
No, this is perfect weather for me. I don't function well when it's too hot. I love cloudy days. I feel on cloudy days, God's not trying too hard, so I don't have to either.
She does sweat profusely.
Thank you, Mom.
Now see, I love the hot weather. Ooh, but spicy foods make me sweat. Especially on the top of my head. My hair gets all wet.
Oh, I'll get it.
Thank you.
Probably for me. My mind trying to locate my body.
Hello? Oh, yes. Yes, she is. Can you just hold on 1 minute? Milan, it's for you. It's your husband.
Yes, Drum. Well, I don't know. I don't have it. I told you I haven't got it. Drum, if you are trying to drive me crazy, you are too late. For the last time, I don't have it. Ask the boys. Goodbye.
What did Daddy want?
Oh, nothing.
So, we are going to take this all and sweep it up on top of your head. Leave a little bit around your ears to frame your face, right?
Sweep it up.
Yes, Mama. Oh, like Princess Grace.
Well, did you bring Truvy the picture of Jacqueline Smith?
No, I brought her the picture of Princess Grace. I destroyed the picture of Jacqueline Smith.
But I thought I made you understand the advantages of the Jacqueline Smith hairdo.
No, Mom.
Well, Lisa talked her out of that stupid idea of sticking baby's breath all over her head.
Keep your head in the sink.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That's quite all right. I find cold water refreshing. Just startled me a little, that's all.
Troopy, would it be okay if I copied on your recipe for strawberry pie?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Now, Shelby, your mom doesn't tell us anything. What's Jackson like?
Oh, he's pretty swell. Thought he was a pest at first, but then he grew on me and now I love him.
Where'd you meet him?
At a party at the Petroleum Club in Shreveport. I had no idea who he was, but I was getting such a kick of watching him out on the dance floor. It was painfully obvious he had never taken the time to dance in front of a mirror. I just found it so attractive how stupid he looked.
Well, is he romantic?
No, but he does give me flowers and little presents if I bug him enough. He has promised to give me a red rose on every anniversary corresponding to the year of that anniversary. I think that's so sweet.
That is a romantic idea.
Yes, I wish it had been his.
Lloyd and I were just shy of 50 years by 3 months. That stinker, bless his heart. He tried, he just couldn't make it.
You remember your one?
Oh, yes, I remember it. I remember everything. The food, the flowers. Weezer was my maid of honor. Oh, Shelby, I just hope that you and Jackson can be as happy as Lloyd and I were. We just had so much fun together. That isn't till last November. Well, at least he held on through the state football.
Oh, Clary, there are still good times to be had.
Oh, sure. I just miss the whirlwind of being the mayor's wife. It's not easy being one. I go with another couple to an event and I feel like a third wheel. Or if I go with a friend, I feel like we're just a couple of old biddies.
Well, someone like you ought to be able to find some way to occupy your time.
Well, I do love football, but it's just kind of hard to parlay that into a reason to live.
Well, let's face it, Clary. You are a woman coming to grips with her terms. You know, you and I are in the same boat. My boys are leaving town, and that sofa slug I'm married to hasn't moved from in front of the TV in the last 15 years. It is up to us to figure out why we were put on this earth.
so lucky. Louisiana lawyers do well whether they want to or not.
Oh, I don't care about all that. I mean, don't get me wrong, the money's real nice and everything, but I just like the idea of growing old with somebody. My dream is to get old and sit on the back porch covered in grandchildren, yelling, no, and stop that.
Well, are you gonna quit nursing?
Never. I love it. I love being around all those babies. Just last week we had this little fellow come in. He was 2.5 months premature. He looked like a big rat. I just kept holding him and talking to him, but I knew he wasn't going to make it.
Oh, so sad.
It happens all the time.
Drum and I believe Shelby should not work anymore after she gets married.
Oh, Mom, I am so anxious to discuss this for the 900th time this week.
You should not be on your feet all day. You should be kinder to your circulatory system.
Well, I know you're new and all, but if you ever feel you have anything to say, you just let her rip.
I don't have anything to say.
Well, then it looks like you're ready to roll. I think we can trust Nell to roll you up. And Nell, you think you can roll up Mrs. Eaton too?
Oh, I don't know. Today is very special, and my work does tend to be a little puffy when I'm nervous. Does your dress have to go over your head?
Oh, you can't screw up her hair. You just tease it and make it look like a blonde football helmet.
Well, I must have missed the passage in Emily Post that says all abuse must be heaped upon mother and bride. You just go right ahead now. I am sure you will do a beautiful job. Doesn't matter what I look like anyway.
Well, hush now, girls. Come on, Shelby. Tell us things about the wedding. How many bridesmaids?
9.
Oh, my Lord.
Exactly.
I hope that photographer has a wide-angle lens.
I think it is embarrassing and awful, but Mom believes you have all my cousins and Margie St. Maurice.
Shelby, there was no way around it, and you know it.
It would be pretentious, and Dad always says an ounce of pretension is worth a pound of manure.
The poet laureate of Dogwood Lane.
Oh, Mama, I wish you'd get off Daddy's back. He gets enough hassle from Miss Louisa.
What are your colors?
Blush and bashful.
Her colors are pink and pink.
My colors are blush and bashful.
I'm telling you, how precious is this wedding going to get?
My colors are blush and bashful, Mama. I have chosen 2 distinct shades of pink. One is much deeper than the other.
Now the bridesmaids' dresses, they are beautiful.
And the ceremony will be too. The walls will be baked with sprays of flowers in my 2 shades of blush and bashful. There will be a pink carpet laid out specially for the service and pink silk bunting draped over anything that will stand still.
The sanctuary looks like it's been hosed down with Pepto-Bismol.
I like pink.
I tried to talk her into using peaches and cream. That would be so lovely this time of year. All the azaleas in our yard are peach colored, and peach is flattering to every skin tone.
No way. Pink is my signature color.
What color is your dress, Malin?
Peach and cream.
Clary?
Beige lace to the knee.
Well, I am going to be wearing a sexy blue chiffon. Shelby, Jackson's going to take one look at me and leave you behind in the dust.
Oh, Mama's dress really is gorgeous, though. It costs more than my wedding dress.
It did not. It was on sale.
That's what she told Daddy. What she really meant is that it was for sale, not on sale.
I got it. Hello. Morning, Janice. Well, I know it's an emergency, but I just can't today. I've got Shelby here. But tomorrow's Sunday. Oh, all right, fine. Come over after church.
Truly, you shouldn't give up your Sundays.
Oh, you know how neurotic Janice Van Meter is about her appearance.
And now, is the current mayor's wife. We hate her.
Oh, now Shelby, tell us about the reception.
Well, there'll be birds and twinkly lights, there'll be magnolias all in the pool.
I sure hope your father doesn't take any magnolias from Weezer's side of the tree. We will never hear the end of it.
But the wedding cake is gonna be next to the pool, and the groom's cake hidden in the carport.
Shelby and I agree on one thing.
The groom's cake is awful. It's in the shape of a giant armadillo. Yes, Jackson wanted a cake in the shape of an armadillo. He has an aunt that makes them.
It's unusual.
It's repulsive. It has gray icing. I have no idea how you go about making gray icing.
Worse, the cake part is red velvet cake. Blood red. People are going to be hacking into this poor animal that looks like it's bleeding to death.
Now, the rehearsal supper was an experience.
It wasn't that bad. It's out at Jackson's uncle's place by the river.
They served steak and baked potatoes. Went to a lot of trouble.
His family just likes to barbecue.
For dessert, they served this original creation called Dago pie. I think that says it all. Jackson comes from a good old Southern family with good old Southern values. Either shoot it, stuff it, or marry it.
They're simply outdoorsy, that's all.
Do anything especially romantic?
So we went down to Frenchman's Point and went parking.
Ooh.
Pretty romantic, isn't
It does sound romantic. That's the part that melts my heart.
it? Well, then we went skinny dipping, and we did things that frightened fish.
It has been a long time since we had a youngster in this place, hasn't it?
We talked and talked and talked.
Ooh, I love those kind of talks. And Yon's the man you love.
Actually, we fought most of the time,
What?
because I told him I couldn't marry him.
What?
Why would you go and do a thing like that?
It's okay now, we worked it all out.
So it's just one of those last minute jitter things?
No, but the wedding's still on.
Oh, Shelby, you scared us. And that was not a nice thing to do to your mama. You should never say a thing like that to a woman who is marinating 50 pounds of crab claws.
But the making up part can be so romantic. Oh, I am so jealous. I miss romance.
Oh, Truvy, it can't be all that bad.
The last romantic thing my husband did was in 1972. He enclosed this carport so I could support him. Looks like you know what you're doing over there now.
Thank you. Miss Eaton, you have great hair. Your stuff is clean as a whistle.
Well, I tried.
Must run in the family. Shelby's got such nice, thick hair. Shelby, come on, you gonna put your head up? Shelby, stop it. Shelby, Melinda.
Oh, honey.
I'll get some juice.
Judy, there's some candy in the purse.
I got a peppermint right here.
Shelby, you can use some juice.
Here's the juice.
Honey, you need some juice.
Leave me alone.
Honey, drink the juice.
No.
Oh, who can blame her juice after a peppermint?
Mama, candy in my purse.
You didn't bring your purse, honey. Here, have another sip.
No.
Come on, Shelby, drink the juice.
You don't think it's not any wonder with all this wedding nonsense and running around?
Excuse me, can I call the doctor or something?
No.
Shelby's a diabetic, honey.
She just has a little too much insulin. She'll be fine if we can get something in her. Shelby, drink some more. If you don't leave me alone, I'm gonna leave. I would love to see you try. Shelby, cooperate, drink.
Come on, Shelby, drink the juice.
There, that's a start.
Boy, that one hit her quick.
She's on the pill now, and her hormones are running wild. She'll get on and even heal pretty soon.
Grandma Lynn, she could hurt herself. What if this happened when she was driving her car?
Perhaps I'd explain why I have so much gray hair. But you have known Shelby as long as I have. You know I have to let her be strong. She doesn't seem to be down too deep.
Shelby, talk to us.
No.
That's good enough.
She has been so upset lately. She and Jackson have just been going round and round. Dr. Chu told her at her last appointment, children are not possible. It wasn't the easiest thing in the world to sit there and watch your child's heart break.
Don't talk about me like I'm not here.
There, she's making some sense now. This one wasn't bad at all, but I think we need just a little more juice.
Can I do something? Should I?
Oh, no, she'll be fine in just a minute. Probably won't remember anything. Don't fuss over her. Normality is very important to Shelby.
I'm sorry to hear about the children part of the plan.
I know. She feels Jackson might be throwing away his chance for children. They discussed it, and he seems to have taken it all right. Shelby's the one that's pushing the issue. He is crazy about her, and
He said, Shelby, don't be stupid. There's plenty of kids out there that need good homes. We'll adopt 10 of them. We'll buy them if we have to.
Well, Jackson sounds like good people to me.
I knew right then and there that if he was dumb enough to spend the rest of his life with me, that I was dumb enough to marry him. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. So sorry.
Hello. Hello. Lynn, it's Shelby. It's Tommy.
Shelby, honey, it's Tommy.
He wants to know where your car is.
Absolutely not. That is the honeymoon getaway car. He just wants to defile it. Jonathan says he's been buying rubbers by the case.
She'll have to call you back.
Thank you, Mama.
All right, you sit up straight here. I gotta gild this lily. Now, are you gonna take it down after the reception? Because I'd be happy to give you a brush up before you leave on the honeymoon.
I'm going to leave it up as long as possible.
A honeymoon. Now, let me guess where you're going for that honeymoon. I am picturing something tropical, something secluded, somewhere with moonlight for days. Somewhere you can be intimate out of doors.
Las Vegas.
I hear the weather's nice there. They say it's like living in a blow dryer.
Shelby, about what Jackson said.
Mama, I'd rather not talk about it. What happens in my life now is between Jackson and me. He will take care of me, and I will take care of him.
Darling, you can't be upset. People are just being concerned about you is all.
What Jackson said about adoption, about children, is wonderful and very wise. Not being able to have children is no disgrace. Shelby, did you hear what I said?
Mama, I know all about adoption, and I know about the limitations of this body of mine. I would never do anything stupid.
Finally, listen to reason.
Now, you start untangling this baby's breath.
Shelby, no!
It is my wedding, and I will stick baby's breath up my nose if I want to.
She's got enough of it.
Fine. I am supposed to be the expert on behavior, and I can't seem to manage the people in my own family.
Oh, did you tell her, Mama?
Tell us what?
Oh, well, it's nothing really, but I might be promoted to administrator of the Mental Guidance Center.
Well, wonderful. That guidance center does such good work for the disturbed.
You know, I wish I had taken my boys there when they were young, straighten them out a little bit. I should have known Louis had a problem when his imaginary playmates wouldn't play with him. secret, private information. Come on, tell us some of your more bizarre cases in town. Let us guess who they are. There are some twisted tickets around here.
I would never discuss business in a social setting. People need a place where they can come and unload their problems. I would never violate their confidence.
Mom says she doesn't talk, she means it. She is like a brick wall.
Well, as somebody always said, if you can't say anything nice about anybody, then you come sit by me.
You know, we are being so rude to poor Annette.
Elle,
Annette, she doesn't know us from Adam's house cat, and we just keep talking about things foreign to her experience. Annette, tell us about yourself.
oh, well, there's nothing to tell.
Well, where do you live?
On the corner of Jefferson and Second.
Which corner?
The one where you can't see the house for all the weeds.
Oh, you must live at Mrs. Roebeling's house.
She's my landlady.
Are you getting along with her?
What's the matter with her?
Oh, nothing. Are you happy there?
She scares me. She's always watching me. Sometimes she looks through my keyhole.
Oh, dear me. She must not be taking her medication. Don't worry about it. I will talk to her about it on Monday. Shelby, would you like to finish that juice?
I'm fine, Mama. You finish it.
Why don't you drink it? It's going to be a while before the bridesmaids' luncheon.
Truly, do you know what you need in here? A radio. Music is wonderful to have in the background. It takes the pressure off people feeling they have to talk so much.
You know, I used to have a radio, but I threw it against the wall when I couldn't figure out how the batteries went in it. I now know that I was a victim of premenstrual syndrome.
I've gotten 4 radios as wedding presents. I'll give you one.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
Now, what did I just hear recently? Oh, yes. The Antilli family is selling KPPD. I wonder how much a radio station sells for.
A lot. But a small-town radio station can be a license to print money if it's run right.
Miss Larry, you should buy KPPD. You have plenty of money.
What would I do with a radio station? I've never really liked business very much. That was something that Lloyd always took care of, that kind of stuff.
Shelby, why don't you finish that juice?
Forget the damn juice.
Shelby will be fine now. Anyway, I always keep some mints in my bag, just in case.
Ooh, you need to take some of those butterscotch over there. Clary, put some in her bag. And they are delicious. They start out all hard, but then when you suck on them for a while, they get all soft and chewy, and oh, it's my 2 favorite things. Crunchy and chewy and buttery. All in one, they are delicious.
Malia, do you always carry candy in your bag?
Without fail.
Well, then tell me, do you suck on this often?
Chloe, put that back.
I hate it when people bring weapons into my shop.
How did you get Daddy's gun away from him?
I have been waiting for a chance all morning. Finally put down to go to the bathroom.
I'm new here and all, but it's not my contagion.
Oh no, it just has to do with William's husband and the birds, and there's a lot of birds in the trees around here.
You see, our backyard is full of fruit trees.
Which are full of birds. Daddy's been trying to make loud noises to frighten the birds out of the trees. We just don't want people dodging bird dew all night at my reception.
The neighborhood has been fit to be tied. Weezer Boudreau blames my husband's gunshots for all of the problems with that mangy dog of hers. She insists all the noise has caused that stupid animal's hair to fall out.
Taking the gun was a stroke of genius, though.
But what if he comes over here and tries to take his guns back?
Drum would never set foot in a beauty shop.
This
Probably thinks we all run around naked in here.
Somebody's coming. A strange lady with a strange dog.
Oh, that would be Weezer.
That is one ugly dog. What kind of dog is that?
Well, if Rhett had hair, Rhett would be a collie.
Lord, give us strength.
This is it! I have found it! I am in hell!
Morning, Lisa.
Don't try to get on my good side because I no longer have one.
You're a little early. You weren't supposed to be here till about 11-ish.
That's precisely why I am here. I have to cancel. I have to get my dog to the vet before he has a nervous breakdown. My dog, that is, that's perfectly healthy. You must be the new girl. Now the glass of water, I've been screaming this morning.
I am so sorry, Lisa. This whole thing has just gotten out of hand.
It's not your fault, Lynn. You know, I used to think you were crazy to be married to that man. Then I just thought you were a glutton for punishment. But now I realize you are on a mission from God. I have not slept for days. I look like a dog's dinner. But when I got up this morning, I told myself I would rise above it. Start anew. Whatever that man has done, I will overlook it in honor of your wedding day, Shelby. So I thought I would make myself a little presentable, floss the house up a bit in case anybody should drop in. It'd be the big day in the neighborhood and all. So I go out to cut myself some fresh flowers for my living room. I get to my magnolia tree and there's not a bloom on it.
Now, Lisa, the judge has not decided whose magnolia tree that is.
It's mine! Be that as it may, it is not too much to ask to have one blossom to brighten my home. I am all alone except for my dog.
Oh, Weezer, you need to get something in your life besides that dumb animal.
Put a lid on it, Larry. So there I was, standing under my naked magnolia tree, when I see a drum across the way, loading what appears to be a cannon. So I asked him, what happened to all those magnolia blossoms? He says, the wind must have blown down during the night. So I asked him, how did the wind manage to blow them all into your pool? That's when he fired on me. Is that rude or what?
They're blanks. Besides, Drum would never aim a gun at a lady.
Oh, he's a real gentleman. I bet he takes all the dishes out of the sink before he pees in it.
Oh, that was uncalled
All I know is my poor animal needs to be sedated. He has a condition.
Oh, Miss Weezer, are you sure that's true? Rhett is a very old dog.
I'm only going on what the vet tells me.
Which vet?
White Black.
Well, that was your first mistake. Whitey Black is a moron. And I'm not sure he even has opposable thumbs.
Oh, Miss Weezer, Daddy's not trying to drive you crazy. He's just trying to make my reception nice. His heart is in the right place.
He cannot do this to my dog. My dog is on his last legs. What am I going to do to the poor animal?
Well, I have some very nice recipes over here.
Whatever your name is. Would you go look out the window and check on my dog while I smack Terry on her smart mouth? You may not believe this, but these are the dearest friends I have in this town.
His color's good. His skin's real pink.
Miss Weezer, I know for a fact that there will be no more gunshots. So why don't you relax? Have some coffee.
Yes.
This will work out perfectly.
I'm almost done with Shelby, and then Annelle can shampoo Weezer. See, life can be beautiful.
As long as there's no more gunshots, I can stay. What was your name? Did you tell me?
Annelle.
Fine. Are you new in town? Because I know everybody and I don't recall seeing you before.
I moved in not too long ago.
With your family?
No, ma'am, I don't have any family to speak of.
With your husband?
My husband. Well, that's hard to say. I don't know.
You don't know.
I'm not sure.
I am intrigued. Are you or are you not married? These are not difficult questions.
Well, we're not. He's not. I can't talk about it.
Of course you can.
I don't know if I'm married or not. He's gone.
Oh, honey, men are the most horrible creatures.
Everything's horrible. Bobby, that's my husband. He left. We moved here about a month ago and he vanished last week.
And you have no idea where he went?
Nobody knows. He took all the jewelry, my money, the car, most of my clothes were in the trunk.
There might have been foul play. Have you been to the police?
No, but they've been to me. He's in trouble with the law, drugs or something. He never paid the rent, so I got thrown out, and that's how I stay at crazy old Miss Robolines. They keep coming by and ask questions. I don't know anything. They say my marriage may not be illegal.
Oh, you should have said something.
I was scared too. I needed to stop in the worst way, and I didn't know if you'd have someone who may or may not be married to a dangerous criminal. I swear to you that my personal tragedy will not interfere with my ability to do good hair.
Oh, of course it won't.
Not like things could get any worse.
Of course they can.
Sweet, you are so brave.
You must be mad at courage.
I'm all alone. Checks are bouncing everywhere. Things keep going wrong, and I ask myself, why me?
No, we are awful. We are hateful, awful people. All we've been talking about are weddings and psychotic animals. And you have had such a terrible time. I can't tell you how sorry I am. We must have been tearing you up inside. Sometimes we don't know how lucky we are.
Is there anything that we can do to help?
I know it's something that I can do. Tonight, you are going to come by my house and have some bleeding armadillo groove cake. It is going to be a great party.
Oh, I couldn't. I still get real emotional sometimes.
I cannot stand the idea of someone being unhappy or alone tonight. And if you feel yourself getting sad, you just watch my husband dance. It is very fun.
You're all so nice.
Well, of course we are. Not much else to do around this town.
But I had nothing to wear.
No problem. I am sure I have something that will do let me call the house.
Now, I've got an apartment over in the garage. It's going to be available soon. My son is living there now, but just give me a day or two to move some stuff around and sweep out the bed and stuff, and then you come take a look at it. I'm sure we can work out something with the rent.
Oh,
Good. Jonathan, I need a favor. Yes, now. Go in my closet and get 2 or 3 of my Sunday things. Oh, I don't care, just anything. Very well. I need the pink dress with the white collar, the pink suit with the cherries pinned on the jacket, and the pink and white polka dot. No, Mama does not have Daddy's gun. What? Well, don't you have better things to do? Well, stop him now.
Is there something the matter?
We'll see. Yes.
What in the hell?
Daddy tied explosives to Jonathan's G.I. Joe bow and arrow and shot him into the trees.
Shut up, rat!
nobody was hurt. There's birds flying everywhere, and there's smoke coming out from
box. They decorated that little tree over there, and when I plugged it in, all the lights blew.
And, what are those things?
Red plastic poinsettia earrings. They are a gift from me. She has discovered the wonderful world of arts and crafts.
Well, are Tommy and Jonathan home yet?
Yes, Jonathan got home yesterday morning. He just loves his classes. That's all we can talk about. I think the biggest thing architecture school has taught him is how much he should hate his parents' house. Tommy got in last night and immediately started terrorizing your father. Sure is good to have family home for Christmas.
Some things never change.
How are you doing, honey?
Oh, really good, just great.
You look well. Is Jackson at the house?
Oh, no, you know how twitchy he gets. So I sent him out to look for stocking stuffers.
Good thinking.
Mama, there's something Jackson and I wanted to tell you. We wanted to tell you and Daddy when you were together, but you're never together, so it's every man for himself. I'm pregnant.
Shelby,
I'm gonna have a baby.
I realize that.
Is that it? Is that all you're gonna say?
Well, what do you expect me to say?
Well, something along the lines of congratulations.
Congratulations.
Would it be too much to ask for a little excitement? Not too much. I wouldn't want you to break a sweat or anything.
Well, I am in a state of shock. I didn't think that.
In June, oh, Mama, you have to help me plan. Jackson and I are going to get a new house. We're going house hunting next week. Jackson loves to hunt for anything.
Well, what does Jackson say about this?
Oh, he is very excited. He says he doesn't care whether it's a boy or a girl, but I know he wants a son so badly he can taste it. He's really cute about the whole thing. It is all he can talk about. Jackson lecturing Junior.
But does he ever listen? When doctors and specialists give you advice? I know you never listen, but does he? I guess because he doesn't have to carry the baby, it's just none of his concern.
Mama, don't be mad. I couldn't bear it if you were. It's Christmas.
Shelby, I'm not mad. This is just hard. I mean, I thought that, I don't know.
Mama, I want a child.
What about the adoption proceedings? You filled out all those applications.
It didn't take us long to see the handwriting on the wall. No judge is going to give a baby to somebody with my medical track record. Jackson even put out some feelers about buying one.
People do it all the time.
I want a child of my own. I think it would help things a lot.
Oh, I see.
I know, but don't think I haven't thought this through. You know, you can't live your life if all you do is worry. And you worry too much. In fact, in some ways it's a comfort to me. I never worry because I know you're worried enough for the both of us. Jackson and I have given this a lot of thought.
Has he really? Well, there's a first time for everything.
Don't start on Jackson.
Shelby, your poor body has been through so much. Why do you deliberately want to?
Diabetics have healthy babies all the time.
You are special. There are limits to what you can do.
Mama, I have it all planned. I'm going to be very careful. And at this time next year, I'm going to be bringing a big, healthy grandbaby to the Christmas festival. Nobody is going to be hurt or disappointed or even inconvenienced.
Least of all, Jackson, I'm sure.
You are jealous because you no longer have any say-so in what I do, and it drives you up a wall. You are ready to spit nails because you can't call the shots.
I did not raise my daughter to talk to me this way.
Oh, yes, you did. Whenever any of us asked you what you wanted us to be when we grew up, what did you say?
Shelby, I am not in the mood for games.
Just tell me what you said, Mama. Answer me.
I said, all I ever wanted was for you to be happy.
Well, okay. The thing that would make me happy is to have a baby. If I could adopt one, I would, but I can't. I'm gonna have a baby. I wish you could be happy too.
Well, I wish. I don't know what I want.
Mama, why do you have to make everything so difficult? And life goes on. And when it's all said and done, we'll be this little piece of immortality with Jackson's good looks and my sense of style. I hope. Oh, Mama, I need your support. I would rather have 30 minutes of wonderful than a lifetime of nothing special.
Trudy, they're on.
Please don't tell anybody yet. I want to tell Daddy first.
I never tell anybody anything.
Oh, look who's here. Come and give me a hug right here and now.
Merry Christmas!
Ho, ho, ho. And now we got a special mystery guest. You are just in time to light the tree of beauty.
Well, what a novel idea to trim the hair things.
Oh, that was Aunt Nell's idea. She has a flair for the unusual.
Annette, you did all this?
Guilty. Droopy just turned all the decoration responsibilities over to me. I like themes, and I despise the commercialization of Christmas. Always have. So I went to the file sale at this bookstore in Shreveport last month. They had this imagination things at incredibly low prices. I cleaned them out of baby juices, which Judy's husband helped me modify into tiny ornaments. It's actually quite simple. Tiny white lights, baby juices, and homes.
Well, my husband remodeled Poot's old room so she'd have a craft room. That garage apartment is just too cramped.
Oh, well, what a great idea. Are your boys coming home for Christmas?
No, Louis was home at Thanksgiving with his girlfriend. Nicest thing I can say about her is all her tattoos are spelled correctly. So I guess it'll just be me and the old man and Annette, of course. Now come on, do the honors, light the tree. Let's hope it doesn't blow up this time. There it is.
See, Mama? I know what I'm doing.
Your mama is so happy you could be home in time for the festival. I hear it is going to be the best one ever. More fireworks, a nativity scene made entirely out of sparklers, and a big new sign on the riverbank that says, I heart Chickapin Parish. And guess who the Grand Marshal of the Parade's going to be? Wayne Newton.
Oh, I would not miss a Christmas festival for the world. Mom, while I'm thinking, I brought some white chocolate cherry cheesecakes for our open house tonight.
Well, that doesn't sound like finger food to me.
Well, they're bite-sized like this.
Fine, I'm sure you know what you're doing.
You know?
Oh, perfect.
Oh, Mama, I'm going through closets, trying to get rid of things, and I have all these clothes that I want to get rid of that I've hardly ever even worn. I thought maybe your patients would be a little less disturbed if they had something stylish to wear.
Oh, by the chair. Excuse me, Shelby. If you don't have any special place for your clothes, could I have them? Riverview Baptists have a clothes closet for the poor. We're really long women's dresses.
That's a great idea. They're in the trunk. I'll get them in a minute.
It just breaks my heart she won't come to the Methodist church with me. Those Riverview Baptists, they're a little too praise the Lord for my taste.
Some of them do get a little carried away, but there's nothing wrong with that.
No, a lot of Mama's mental patients are born-again Christians. I mean that in the best possible sense of the word.
We're just glad that Annette is finally settling down. She had a rough couple months there.
Oh, after they finally threw bunkers and Cleve behind bars, I was rid of them. I went wild. I went out drinking, partying, smoking.
Jezebel.
But Droopy helped me see the error of my ways. She helped me see that I have talents. I joined the church last month. I've been down guest lectures on beauty at the trade school.
Annette has become the hottest ticket in town.
Droopy, stop.
Oh, come on, tell him who you got a date with.
Oh, Droopy, will you hush?
Come on, I mean, Shelby's practically responsible for the whole thing.
Sam Minnesota.
Oh, he has a body that doesn't stop for anything.
How am I responsible?
He was bartending at your wedding last spring. That's when I met him. He makes a mean cherry coke.
Romance. This is what I live for.
Oh.
So Shelby, is there anything we can do for you today?
No, I am beyond help. Last week, I discovered the early stages of crow's feet.
Oh, honey, you will soon learn that time marches on, and it marches right across your face. So how are you feeling?
Never better.
Hi, ladies. My annual picantassies.
There she is. There is the happy girl this morning.
Yes! First state championship in 8 years.
Miss Claire Reed, you sound awful.
Oh, hello, darling.
Can I get you some tea?
That would be nice. I'm so sorry I'm late. I overslept. We didn't get back into town until 1 o'clock. It was a glorious, thank you, darling. It was a glorious championship over dry prong.
I heard you on the radio last night. You were wonderful.
Well, what were you doing on the radio?
Oh, they let me be the color announcer for the Devils. I was fabulous. I was too colorful for words.
Well, that was nice of them to let you talk on the radio.
Nice nothing. I own the radio station.
You bought it.
Yes, KPPD, the station of choice in Chickapin Parish.
And what do you think of Miss Clary's new short and sassy look?
Well, I love it.
Just wait until we jack it up a little bit.
Well, I think that hair makes you look younger, Miss Clary.
Well, my hair looks younger, but my face looks just as old.
There's so much going on. The state championship last night, the Christmas festival today, and the Messiah sing-along tomorrow.
Life in the big city will spoil you.
Now, I have to know, who won Miss Merry Christmas this year?
Well, Nancy Beth, my niece, of course.
She was here at 7 o'clock this morning, so I could position her tiara properly on her head so it wouldn't slip during the parade. I sprayed her hair within an inch of its life.
Why did I have to ask? I should have known. All you Magnolias are gorgeous. Beauty is genetic in your family.
Well, Nancy Beth is a pretty girl. Did you know that she's Miss Merry Christmas, Miss Soybean, and Miss Watermelon?
And dumb as a post.
Well, empty is the head that wears the crown.
Well, you must admit that God did a little dance around that family. Drew is so successful. Belle does her own hair. And those children are just perfect. I mean, they're like a family on TV. They don't have a care in the world.
Now that is not necessarily true.
Oh,
That's all I'm saying.
Well, I should have won Miss Merry Christmas the year I ran. My talent was very showy.
Well, now, Shelby, we all told you at the time, fire batons are not everyone's cup of tea.
Well, Mama did not approve of me twirling fire batons.
I simply do not approve when you insist on doing dangerous things.
Mama hated those fire batons.
Shelby, I never hated anything. I supported you. I just couldn't stand to watch you. Your father, on the other hand, had a field day. He got so much pleasure. I was sitting for hours in the backyard, watching you practice, holding the garden hose so he could put you out.
Oh, but my cabinet ensemble was coordinated in shades pink, soup to nuts. And I twirled those fire batons to the music of Hawaii Five-O. It was my theme song.
Oh, but we were proud of her.
Oh, well, what time of your year, Miss Clary?
now wait a minute. The year I competed, well, gosh.
In fact, Jesus wasn't even born until I was a junior in college. I remember it distinctly. My friends and I out in the fields watching our flocks by night.
No. Nothing else could come over here and gift wrap your head for you.
Oh, yeah.
I could just spit.
Lisa.
The parade doesn't start for 4 hours, and there are already people parked on my lawn. They are letting my grass.
Oh, here. Can I hold you?
I hate out-of-town tourists.
Hello.
Shelby, what are you doing in town?
Being a tourist, I guess, but I won't plant your grass, I promise.
Good gracious, you had the good sense to move away from all this festival nonsense. I can't imagine what would make you drag yourself back here for a couple of firecrackers and drunk teenagers open on those shoes.
I like it.
Miss Lisa, you need a healthy dose of Christmas spirit.
I have so much Christmas spirit I can scream.
Merry Christmas.
I already have my yard decorations out.
Lisa, keep off the grass signs are not Christmas decorations.
They are bordered with holly.
Oh.
You made these yourself, didn't you?
With my own 2 hands.
Your present is but back at the house. I haven't got it wrapped yet.
How's Rhett?
He's getting along. As a matter of fact, he's the poster dog for the Christmas festival.
Oh, that is Rhett. I didn't recognize him.
Well, it's nice to see Rhett with some hair again.
Well, I've got to run some errands. But before I go, Miss Lisa, I have met an old friend of yours.
Oh,
Owen Jenkins.
oh.
Owen, now there's a blast from the past.
Do you remember him? Because he remembers you.
Of course I remember him. He had the longest nose hair in the 3 woods.
Well, he doesn't now. Now he hardly has any hair anywhere.
Well, Owen has been gone from Chickapin since God was a boy. I'd forgotten he'd ever existed.
Now he lives in Monroe. He goes to First Presbyterian. He sings in the choir. Last week we were doing this particularly beautiful Mozart piece, and I was moved to tears. When he let me borrow his handkerchief, we got to talking. He asked me where I was from, and when I said, he asked me if I knew you. I said, not only do I know you, but that you're a neighbor, and your dog has almost killed my father on numerous occasions. He has led a very interesting life. He lived in Ohio somewhere. His wife just died recently, and then he moved back down here.
Does this story have a point?
Not really. He just remembers you fondly, I think.
I can't imagine why. He was an accident fellow, but I managed to run him off and marry the first of 2 total deadbeats.
Unrequited love, my favorite. Maybe sometime I could arrange for us all get together.
Maybe not.
Why not?
Shelby, in just a few decades, I managed to marry the 2 most wickedest men in the universe and raise 3 of the most ungrateful children ever conceived. I am not about to open a new can of worms.
Do I detect a little negativity in your tone?
Lisa, if this is really how you feel, it isn't healthy. Maybe you should think about coming down to the guidance center to talk to someone. We're there to help.
I'm not crazy. I've just been in a very bad mood for 40 years.
Well, no, I gotta get these clothes out of my car.
Just bring them in.
And then, Mama, I'm gonna finish my Christmas shopping.
Oh, I could just shoot you. I haven't even started mine yet.
And I haven't even done my dishes from Thanksgiving.
What'd you get your mama?
Well, I told her this morning what part of it was.
What is it?
I think it's a secret.
Obviously, there's no such thing in this room.
Well, honey, it's up to you.
I'm gonna
baby.
Oh, Shelby, congratulations. Emma Lynn, what have you been so quiet this morning, Grandma? So happy and smile, it increases your face value.
June 21st.
Oh, when those doctors said you couldn't have a baby, well, I guess you showed them.
The doctors said Shelby shouldn't have children. There's a big difference. I guess you showed us all, Shelby.
I'm gonna get those clothes. Miss Lisa, are you bringing your shrimp meat pies to our open house tonight?
Don't I always? They'll be there.
Good. So will Owen Jenkins. I opened that can of worms for you.
I can't believe she did that. Oh, well, after all these years, I'm not sure I can be gracious under pressure.
Shelby. Her heart does get the best of her sometimes.
So, Lynn, this baby, it's not really good news, is it?
She just wants this so badly. I don't know.
Oh, boy. Well, I wish I had some words of wisdom, but I don't. So I will concentrate on the positive. Congratulations.
Absolutely.
Diabetics have healthy babies all the time.
It'll all be all right.
Of course it will.
Ladies, you are right. We'll get through this just fine. You know what they say, that which does not kill us makes us stronger.
What is that girl up to?
Oh, Shelby's donating some clothes for the poor.
Well, I hope the poor like pink.
Just throw it on the couch there.
Miss Lynn, are you sure you don't mind me taking them? If your patients need them.
No. Shelby said you could have them, and what she says goes.
That's not true, Mama.
Shelby, you always insist on having the last word.
I do not.
You're listening to KPPD, the station of choice in Chickpen Parish. Now stop by the shopping center this afternoon. I'll be broadcasting al fresco. That means out of doors for those of you that aren't Latin scholars. There'll be prizes and a battle of bands, all sponsored by KPPD. Swing on by and meet me in person. See how good looking I really am. Coming up now, a half hour of non-stop music so I can make it over to the shopping center. Let's hope none of these records has a scratch on it, because I'm out here. I'm going to kick things off with one of my personal all-time favorites. See you at the shopping center.
But didn't that scare you half to death, him coming by so late?
Oh, it wasn't that late. About 9:30, I guess.
Still, someone banging on my bedroom window after dark would scare the daylights out of me.
Not me. Hope springs eternal, I guess. I was just so disappointed when I discovered it was only my nephew.
I just think it is awful of Drew to throw his son out of the house. Parents should never throw their children out of the house.
Well, my brother can be very hot-headed when he wants to be, but he didn't throw Marshall out of the house. Marshall came over to my place while his daddy cooled off. I just adore Marshall. We stayed up half the night talking last night.
Well, are you ready to see the new Shelby Latcher?
I don't know.
But honey, you're going to have to see it eventually. The world is full of reflective surfaces.
Just can't believe I'm getting so worked up over something as silly as a haircut.
You look precious.
Okay, I'm ready.
Ta-da!
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. It's so weird. Oh,
rite of passage.
I'm sorry, I feel so ridiculous.
Oh, honey, please don't cry. Honey, you can't cry. If you cry, then I'm gonna start to run too. I have a strict policy that nobody cries alone in my presence.
Oh, ladies, please. Oh, dear. Now, remind me to never take them to see Dark Victory. They'd never survive.
Enough. I love my hair.
My artistic nature is so relieved.
It's very good, Colin. I guess with that baby now, I don't have time to spend hours fussing in your hair. You need something you can run your fingers through and go.
It is just totally adorable. And your mama, she's gonna love it.
Mama's gonna freak out. I told her I was just getting a trim. I wasn't up for a big debate this morning. Well, okay now, Trudy, let's do my nails.
Ooh, manicure. Nobody ever asks for a manicure. I don't even know what to charge for a full day of beauty.
Well, I want the works. I want to feel completely pampered today. Mama's gonna want a manicure too.
Oh my goodness. I am gonna paint my front door red and change my name to Elizabeth Arden.
Ah, manicures, saucy new hairdos. What's going on?
You know, us always up to something. But I want to get back to this Drew and Bell nonsense. I hope they reconcile with Marshall. Speaking as a parent, they had better get their act together. I just do not approve of friction between parents and children.
Oh, I think it's all just gonna blow over. But I have to admit, I think Marshall went about it the wrong way.
What'd you do?
Well, he marched into their house unexpectedly from Los Angeles while Drew and Belle were getting ready for the Magnolias shrimp boil. And without even a hello, he said, Mama and Daddy, I have something to tell you. I have a brain tumor. I have 3 months to live. Well, you can imagine Drew and Belle became hysterical. Then Marshall turned to them and said, Hey folks, guess what? I'm only kidding. I'm just gay.
What? That was his idea of breaking the news gently?
Well, Drew became very, very upset. He started picking up wet shrimp and throwing it at Marshall and screaming at the top of his lungs for him to get out of his sight. So Marshall came over to my house, smelling like a can of cat food.
Well, what are Drew and Belle thinking?
Oh, I don't know. They've just considered themselves such a model family for so long. But then Nancy Beth being dethroned from the Miss Merry Christmas title over that unfortunate motel thing.
What motel thing? I don't live here anymore, remember?
Well, Nancy Beth was called at a local motel with a high political official.
They were both high. They were smoking everything but their shoes.
Oh, to be the only Miss Merry Christmas to be caught with your tinsel down around your knees was a very humiliating experience for the Marmillions.
Well, how do you feel about Marshall?
Well, I haven't really thought about it. But I want you to know that he's welcome at my house anytime. I'm so proud of him. You know, he built up that chain of sportswear stores all by himself without any family money. He has a saying he likes to say, I am a well-made man. I pick myself up by my own jock straps.
He always did have a way with words.
He sure does.
Oh man.
Oh, man. And now?
Is it next to the...
No, it's over by the...
Okay.
Was she praying?
Yes.
Why?
Who knows? Maybe she was praying for Drew and Belle and Marshall. Maybe she was praying for us because we were gossiping. Maybe she was praying because the elastic is shot in her her Sunday school class or coming to New Orleans with me and a couple other sinners. She left on Friday, a well-adjusted young girl, and came back on Tuesday a Christian.
What does her boyfriend say?
Oh, Sammy is so confused, he doesn't know whether to scratch his watch or wind his butt. He said he could deal with it if it was another man, but he just doesn't know about the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost.
Well, I'm pretty religious, but all that stuff just makes me feel kind of creepy.
I'm torn. I mean, I have two sons who I'm afraid are going to go to hell in a handcart, and a semi-daughter who strives to be the kind of girl Jesus could bring home to Mama. I just don't know what to think. But these people, they seem to have a kind of peace about things that I've never had. Maybe I'm just jealous.
Oh, and Marshall, he is so generous. He brought me this pen. It's gold and enamel.
It's a bug.
It's fine jewelry. Its tiny little eyes are rubies. My birthstone.
So, does Marshall have, friends?
Well, we talked about that a little bit. I asked him because, back in my day, you could tell by a man's carriage and demeanor what side his bread was buttered on. But in today's world, who knows? So I said, Marshall, how can you tell? Well, he said that all gay men have tried Latin. And all gay men are named either Rick, Mark, or Steve. He's such a nut. Tried Latin.
Morning.
Morning, Lisa.
What's so funny?
Miss Clary was just telling us the true story of trap lighting.
Oh, I love mine. It highlights my new artwork.
When did you get track lighting?
About 3 weeks ago, it's in my foyer hanging up the stairs. It was my grandson's idea.
Oh, I haven't seen him in ages. How is he?
Steve's fine. I brought y'all tomatoes. They're the first of the season. Surely I didn't expect to see you in town.
Well, I'm here.
We'll take some tomatoes with you. There's plenty of them. Boy, your hair is short. But it looks good.
Thank you, Miss Lisa. Jack Jr. loves tomatoes. He spreads them all over the cafe curtains in my kitchen.
Your mama says you're getting to be quite the gourmet cook.
Well, I try. When Jackson and I were first married, all he wanted were meat, potatoes, and vegetables, just like his mama made them, cooked to mush. But I've broken him of all that now. I even got some pate down from him last week. He swore it was dog food. Jack Jr. loved it, though.
Clary, how many tomatoes do you want? There's no calories in tomatoes and they're full of things.
Well, Lisa, you seem almost chipper today. Why are you in such a good mood? Did you run over a small child or something?
Do you or do you not want tomatoes?
Well, don't give me all of them.
Well, somebody has to take them. I hate them. I try not to eat anything healthy if I can help it. Sooner this body wears out, the better off I'll be. I can't get enough grease in my diet.
Then why do you grow them?
I am an old Southern woman. We're supposed to wear funny-looking hats, ugly old dresses, and grow vegetables in the dirt. Don't ask me why. I don't make the rules.
Let me look at those hands of yours. You need to wear some gloves. Your hands look like a couple of T-bone steaks.
Miss Lisa, health is the most important thing. Trust me on this.
And while I have everyone's attention, I went to my mailbox this morning and discovered that someone has put me on the Riverview Baptist mailing list. Lucky me, I am receiving chain letters for Christ.
They aren't chain letters. Part of my prayer group's Reach Out Touch project. We're supposed to write somebody in the community that we believe is in spiritual trouble and invite them to worship.
back a bloody stump. Oh, Shelby, I just realized you sent me a phone call. Sister Rel and I are going up to Monroe on Friday, and we were wondering if we could take you and Jackson out for dinner if we may.
I can't Friday night. What's the occasion?
Well, it's going to sound a little silly. We're going up to the Little Theater. We're going to go see a play.
I didn't think you went to see anything that didn't have a goalpost on either end.
Well, I haven't up until now, but Sister Rel and I were talking at Bridge the other day. We decided we need to keep up. We need to expose ourselves to a little bit of culture.
What exactly are you exposing yourself to?
Well, I don't know exactly, but the last thing that we saw was pretty good. It was Shakespeare. I was a little apprehensive at first, but when you get right down to it, he writes some pretty straightforward stuff. But I have to admit that when they hide behind the drapes and they put those little tiny masks on trying to fool people, well, that seemed a little bit silly to me. Sis fell for it, but I didn't.
Cinderella is so dumb she thinks Sherlock Holmes is a subdivision.
Well, anyway, Sis and I liked it so much that we're planning a theater trip to New York.
I am green with envy. Oh, you have to promise me you go to the first floor of Bloomingdale's. I read that you cannot walk through the first floor of Bloomingdale's without getting made up. Oh, you have to tell me all about it.
Well, we're just talking about it. I have to admit I'm kind of scared to get on a plane.
Oh, be silly. When I'm in a plane safe from driving, just make sure you're sitting near the back. That's the safest place to survive a crash. Miss Lisa, you should go to Monroe with Miss Claire Reed.
I'm not exposing myself to anything.
Well, you should broaden your horizons.
You know, you broaden your horizons your way, and I'll broaden my horizons mine. I'm busy on Friday. I'm going to Shreveport to have my colors done.
Your what?
I'm having my colors done. I'm going to find out whether I'm winter, spring, summer, or fall. It was a present from home.
What are you talking about?
Everyone has a particular coloring, either summer, spring, and so on. You determine what season you are, and then you know what colors look best on you. They give you little samples of colors in your palette, and it is most helpful when you go clothes shopping. It gives you fashion courage.
Well, that is the stupidest thing that I've ever heard.
It's all the rage.
A lot of my friends in Monroe have had it done.
There's an article in that magazine right over there. I am the epitome of winter.
Oh, sure, you should have your colors done. You are so fashion conscious.
Oh, no. I am scared to. I am afraid I might find out pink is not my palette, and I don't think I can live with that.
Well, I have heard it all. All I know is that I'm going to the theater, and I am going to support the arts in our area.
I would like to. I will support the arts, but I don't need to see it.
Well, it wouldn't hair lip you, you know.
Let's get one thing straight. I don't go to plays because I can nap for free at home. I don't go to movies because they're trashy and full of naked people. And I don't read books because if they're any good, they'll be made into a miniseries.
Miss Lisa, it is a wonder you and Daddy don't get along better than you do. Oh, I meant to ask, how are things with Owen? I try to check up on him, but I haven't been able to lately.
You're right. I enjoy his company on occasion.
Well, I can report that the Shorewood Floors delivery truck has been spotted in front of her house at least twice a week.
He knows I like fresh flowers.
And I can report that a strange car has been parked in her garage at least once a week.
There, my secret is out. I am having an affair with Mercedes-Benz.
Oh, Lisa, I have been dying to ask. Are you a no one?
Wait, I need
but I'm old and set in my ways.
Oh, you are playing hard to get.
At her age, she should be playing beat the clock. She's just like her old dog. Both of them having trouble with their new tricks.
No trash talking, that's all.
I cannot help it if men find me desirable.
When are you gonna bring that baby of yours by?
I brought some pictures. Let me show you.
Ooh, is he gaining any weight?
It's up to about 15 pounds now.
Goodness, he's a tiny baby.
He only weighed 1.5 pounds at birth, but he'll catch up. Give him time.
Oh, bless his heart. Boy, those sure were some anxious hours, weren't they? We just didn't know who to worry about the most, you or your baby.
Well, I certainly wouldn't recommend having a baby 3 months prematurely.
Oh, I get so upset just thinking about it.
Let's go. Yep, Jack Jr. is a little fighter. He is gonna wear me out. I just wish I knew where he got all this energy from.
Well, don't try to do it all yourself. You get that husband of yours to help. They're supposed to be helping this decade.
He helps, I guess. Mama doesn't think he does, but he does. Sometimes, when he thinks of it. Which isn't often. In fact, most of the time he doesn't do a damn thing. And he is off hunting every weekend.
But he's a good provider.
Yes, that's true.
Well, he'll come around, and when he does, I want you to come around and tell me how you did. And then I'll go to work on that sofa slug I'm married to.
Now, this one's pretty.
Private Passion. That's one of my favorites. It's luscious without being sleazy. Oh, when I'm thinking about it, next Saturday we're going to have to adjust times, ladies. I'm going to be here all by my lonesome, and Nell is going on a well-deserved vacation.
Oh, well, that's nice. Are you going on a trip?
Yes, I am.
Are you going to tell us where you're going?
No.
Please, Neil, how will I get throughout the week without this information?
You'll just make fun.
Oh, and Neil, you know I love to hear you go on and on about your spiritual growth. I can't get enough.
She is going to Camp Crossroads in the Ozarks.
Oh, I don't think I've ever heard of a Camp Crossroads.
It's in the middle of Arkansas. It's a Christian camp. There's cabins, a chapel, and a dining hall in the middle of the mountains with a lake. I will spend my week in Bible study, prayer, and meditation. In really nature, surrounded by the beauty of the Lord.
Are there any water beds?
Oh, Weezer, leave her alone.
I'm just asking. I might want to go to Camp Cross-Eyed.
That's a laugh. You have never done a religious thing in your life.
That's not true. When I was in school, we would dress up like nuns, my friends and I, and go baha.
Now, is your boyfriend going with you?
No, he said he'd rather eat dirt.
That reminds me, I need to check up on my granddaughter and make sure she's still attending the Episcopal Church. This born-again process seems awful tedious.
Miss Weezer, I don't mean to hurt you by saying this, but I'm worried about your face sometimes.
My faith is fine. It's my head that is wrong.
Weezer, one of these days, somebody's going to cut the feet out of your stockings.
Hey, you got shame, Weasel.
Oh, it's all right, Trudy. I love Miss Weezer. I pray for her every day. Sometimes twice.
Morning, everybody.
Oh, hi, Malia.
Mama, please don't say anything. I like it. It's going to be so much easier to deal with.
Oh, honey, bless your heart.
And it'll dry so quick. All I have to do is run my fingers through it.
You know, the last time you had short hair was kindergarten.
Yes, you know,
I woke up this morning and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna cut off all of my hair every 25 years.
I love it, I do.
It's not too perky, is it?
It looks great. How you doing, honey?
I'm fine, Mama. How are you?
Just fine. Here, I brought you a goodie. You can open it later. I'll put it right there.
Well, Lynn, it must be so nice having your entire family home for the weekend.
It is rare indeed, but it has been very nice.
Any special occasion?
Just to get together, last week was our anniversary.
Oh, well, Lynn, you should have told me. I could have baked you something. You know how much Drum loves my nut surprise cake.
Well, we never considered it a special occasion before.
Which one is it?
30th.
Ooh, that's a big one.
Oh, how do you mean?
Oh, you know, the first anniversary is paper, the 20th is China, the 25th is silver, 30th must be.
Valley.
Oh,
What would Jerome say if he heard that?
Nothing. He has no idea what Valium is. The man prides himself on never having any tension, which is amazing considering the amount he has caused over the years. Listen to me, I have got to stop taking pot shots at Drum all the time. He is a good man. He's crazy, but he's a good man.
You know, he has been behaving himself lately. He was most civil to me in the Piggly Wiggly yesterday. He caught me off guard and I smiled before I could help myself.
Well, the most bizarre thing has happened. Drum and I seem to be rediscovering the things that brought us together in the first place. I don't know if we buried them or became blind to them.
Used to be the thought of our parents being romantic made my brothers and I sick to our stomachs. It's actually very sweet. It's been a lovely week.
Every now and again, Drum and I just seem to find these moments of magic. I don't know. I don't know if I'm lucky to have what I have or lucky to know what I have.
well, this is getting a little too deep for me, dear. I need to go and get my ties rotated.
Miss Lisa, ready for your shampoo?
You know, Lynn, you should write a romance novel about your experiences lately. I'll help you with the dirty parts.
Nobody would believe it. Shelby, you look a little pale.
I'm fine, Mama. How are you?
Oh, ladies, I wanted to mention to you that the radio station is having a summer fiesta over at the Dixie Plaza Shopping Center. So be sure to stop by. They're going to have prizes and a live band. The man calls himself the Single Bullet Theory.
Ooh. Shelby, what have you done to yourself?
Oh, it doesn't hurt.
What have you been doing? Lynn, have you seen this?
Yes, I have.
The doctor's just trying to strengthen my veins. They're in terrible shape.
Well, it looks like you've been driving nails into your arms. What is going on here?
Shall we tell them, Mama?
I guess so. No sense in keeping it a secret any longer. Shelby has been driving nails into her arms.
That is funny. Oh, my goodness.
It's my dialysis.
What?
Dialysis. It's when
I know what that is.
Please tell us what's going on, honey.
it's not any big thing. No big thing. Stop looking at me like that.
Well, how long have you been doing this dialysis?
A couple of months.
Mary Lynn Eatonton. Why have I not been told?
There was no point. Sometimes you just don't want to talk about things.
What would have been the point? There was nothing you could have done.
We could have done something.
I just can't believe that you didn't tell us. This is selfish. This is very selfish of you.
Hold it. Hold it. You are all talking like this is something.
This isn't something?
Having Jack Jr. put too much strain on my kidneys, and now they're kaput. That's all. The doctor said this would probably happen.
That's all. That's all she says.
I'm responding beautifully to the dialysis. Do I look bad?
Oh, you look beautiful, honey.
Oh, honey, if you could just
real convenient with a 15-pound ball of fire to chase around, so I will just have a kidney transplant and I will be fine.
Is it that easy?
Sure, they do them all the time in Shreveport, 3 or 4 a week.
They do. Our Sunday school was just praying for one the other day.
But finding the kidney's the hard part, isn't it?
Oh, I heard about that on the TV just the other day. It's very dramatic. These doctors are flying all over the country grabbing hearts and kidneys and who knows what else. But the most interesting thing is they put those organs into beer coolers.
Stop!
I am not kidding. I will not lie at a moment as serious as this. Those doctors, they pull up their six-packs, put in some dry ice, a heart, and go get on a plane.
She's right.
But you don't know what will pop up, though, do you?
No, I'm registered on the nationwide transplant computer.
Well, how long will that take?
There are people at dialysis who've been waiting for years,
Oh, that must be agony.
I suppose, but I'm lucky. I don't have to wait anymore. Mom was going to give me one of her kidneys.
What are you talking about, man?
We check in tomorrow morning.
You are giving her a kidney tomorrow morning and you have not said a word?
Trudy, could you do my hair, please? I am in a bit of a rush.
I never thought the day would come when I would be at a loss for words, but this might be it.
Why didn't you tell us?
We just told you. We haven't known that long. We were all just tested last week. I match the best.
What do you mean match?
There are 4 categories for an organ matching. I'm the best match, the closest.
Categories.
Swimsuit, evening gown, talent, and personality.
I am gonna yank you bald-headed, you smutty.
We are very upset.
I passed upset a long time ago.
I'm sorry, that's Tommy's joke. I think it's very funny.
No wonder your whole family's been in town.
Well, I am just relieved it was me. The boys are young. I would never want them to go through this. And who would want one of Drum's mean old organs? But you know what? The best thing about this is with all the tests and stuff, I found out that I have the constitution of someone 10 years younger. How about that?
It must be so painful.
Not really for me. My operation is simple. But Mama's is agony. They basically have to cut her in half to get the kidney out. It is major surgery for her.
They have to cut you in half? They do it on the surface of the stars all the time.
This is no laughing matter, Malin.
Trust me, Miss Clary, there have been more than enough tears.
And it will make my waist smaller because they have to take out my bottom 2 ribs to get the kidney out.
Oh, Cher had surgery. They took out some ribs to make her waist smaller.
Oh, please, that woman is out of her mind.
Shelby, earlier today when I said this body couldn't wear out soon enough for me, I didn't mean anything by it. Well, you know better than to listen to anything I say.
Oh, Miss Lisa, forget it.
Well, I'm a terrible person.
Lisa, you are not a terrible person. If your dog needed a kidney, you'd give him one.
Absolutely.
You both so calm and collected.
I'm happy. Look at the opportunity I have. Most mothers only get the chance to give their child life once. I get to do it twice. I think it's neat. And Shelby needs her help to chase after that rambunctious kid of hers. I got 2 kidneys. I only need 1. I am just glad we can get it over with before it gets too hot.
Ain't that the truth?
I'm gonna postpone my vacation today so I can sit with your husband during the operation. I can go get us Coca-Colas and things.
That is sweet of you, but don't change your plans.
We'll make sure Drum has plenty of food.
Oh, and you put your house right out of your mind because we are going to take care of everything.
Oh, ladies, I appreciate that. And I know Drum does too.
Lynn, you are so brave. So very brave.
that for me, only if you can wear a size 4.
I can take it in. Would you?
Oh, sure. It is just a little something that I picked up. It was on sale, truthfully.
Oh. Ladies, do I look fabulous? Oh, what?
God bless you, Shelby. You are going to be the sassiest girl in that hospital.
And what about me?
You ladies had better come and visit us.
I will be right by your side when you wake up. Yours too, Malin. I'll manage it somehow.
I'll keep drug calm during the operation.
We are in such good hands, Mama. Well, you're going to be a while, so I'm going to go back to the house to spend some time with Daddy.
Good idea. Drunk is not taking this very well. He just gets so emotional over the least little thing.
Truby, I know this might gross you out, but could I have my hair? Is that too repulsive?
Oh, people do that all the time.
It's just that I've had it for so long. I guess it represents an era or something.
Your nails are still wet. I'll put it in a box and send it home with your mom.
Miss Clary, would you do something for me?
Well, of course.
The next time you see Drew and Belle, I know they're still upset about Marshall, but can you tell them that I said if that's the most disturbing thing that ever happens to them, they should just get over it.
I will tell them today.
Thank you. I love you all. Trudy, why isn't my radio playing?
We are proud of our Devils on their 14th straight victory, and if they keep playing like this, the Devils might just have another state championship to call their own. That final playoff score again, 27-6. There is no new word on the lawsuit brought by the Reverend Q.T. Bennett against the Chicopin Parish Board of Education. The Reverend, who is pastor of the Riverview Baptist Church, has filed suit charging that the use of the devil as a mascot for our high school team encourages satanic behavior in the youth of our community. When reached for comment about the Reverend's lawsuit, Devils head coach Waddy Thibodeau said, and I quote, "Tell them to go to hell." My personal congratulations to my metaphor.
I'm sorry, honey. You know I would if I could, but I just can't today.
In part by KPPD.
I squeeze you in first thing Monday.
Wins an all-expense paid weekend.
Fine.
in Baton
See you
Rouge
then, Susan.
at a year's supply of plywood from Magnolias Mills. The finest plywood money can buy. If you're going up today, bundle up. We're going to be doing good to get up to 39 degrees.
Ooh, 39 degrees. You were right, Julie.
1948.
It's too cold for this time of year. I'm gonna write a letter.
I don't like it one bit. I turn blue when it's cold, and blue is not in my palette.
Anne Boleyn had 6 fingers.
Who is Amber Lynn?
Anne Boleyn. She was one of the 6 wives of Henry VIII.
I don't watch public television.
She had 6 fingers.
Well, what happened to the other 4?
She had 11 total.
Are you trying to confuse me? What are you telling me?
Well, this article right here says that Anne Boleyn had 6 fingers on one hand. So she had her dresses made with the sleeves that went all the way down to her fingertips so that she wouldn't look weird.
Well, the Reader's Digest is a font of useful information.
Clary, I just love my new scarf. You're so thoughtful. You think of us.
Well, the only thing that separates us from the animals is our ability to accessorize.
And I just love my new French perfume.
And most of them had the courtesy to speak English.
Ooh, I like Lisa's scarf too. I might have to borrow that sometime.
You're welcome to it.
You don't like it, do you?
Oh, this is perfect for me. This busy pattern will never show any dog hair.
My feet are like 2 bucks of wax.
Ah, that coffee tastes like it was brewed in a rubber tire.
And now remember to get one of those things for the Mr. Coffee.
Have any of you seen it this morning?
I haven't. I went by the house directly after I got in. Only the boys were there.
Do you think she'll come back?
I doubt it. Her hair is probably the furthest thing from her mind today.
Who knows what's on her mind today? But she might need something, so I thought I should be here.
Oh, Trudy, I'm just so happy that you stayed open today.
How are the boys?
Well as can be expected.
My husband and I took some barbecue over last night.
Oh, I have never seen so much food.
Well, you never can have enough at times like these. My husband's back at the apartment cooking up a song. He thinks his red beans and rice will make everyone feel better.
Well, he might be right. That's why we call it soul food. I'm gonna have to get his recipe.
You'll have to ask him. Every time Sammy starts cooking, he always fronts me off. My kitchen's so tiny, he's afraid to hit me in the stomach with a spatula.
When are you going to be moving in now?
Next month.
Well, you had to bring it up, didn't you? I finally get to be a semi-grandma, and she's moving away.
It's just down the street, Trudy. A hop, a skip, and a jump. My apartment's so squinched, Sam and I have to step outside to change our minds. You were just torn with me, weren't you?
A little bit, but not a lot. Guess it's just gonna be me and the old man around here now.
Oh, Trudy, just admit it. You would miss him if he was gone.
You know, just last night, he said to me, we should go out for dinner. Well, after I picked myself up off the floor, I asked him what was wrong. I mean, I thought maybe Deputy Dog got preempted or something. But he said he's got a chance at the electrical contract for the new college library.
Wonderful.
Not supposed to tell him nothing. Hello, everybody.
Clary, welcome home. How was Paris?
It was absolutely beautiful. I ate too much, and I brought you something pretty.
Oh, thank you. You shouldn't have. I'll put it right here. Oh, Trudy, don't turn down Shelby's radio. I like the noise.
Oh, Malin, I wanted to let you know that there's going to be special programming at the station today. Jonathan went down and he picked out all of Shelby's favorite songs, and they're going to play them until noon.
He told me. It could be a little surprised about some of the things you hear.
Oh, it's okay. It's for Shelby.
Lynn, tell us what we can do. Thank you. Julie, you think you could work a little magic? I know, I look like 10 miles of dirt road.
Let me get my magic wand and fairy dust. So how you feeling?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm really worried about Drew. Boys got in last night. I don't know how they're doing. Jackson is Jackson. And he's got his hands full with Jack Jr. I must admit, it is hard to be somber with a baby running around the house.
Well, then, I'm just beside myself. Wasn't Shelby just fine before I left? Can you talk about it?
Oh, sure. Basically, after the transplant failed, they put her back on dialysis. But you knew about that. She was doing so well the past few months. And then last Monday, everything went wrong. It was like dominoes. They thought they could correct things with a little surgery. As they were wheeling her down the hall, she said to me, "Mama, when this is all over, I'm going to feel so good." And then they gave her the anesthetic.
Maybe she was right. Maybe she knew she was going to be with her king.
Yes, no, maybe so.
We should be rejoicing.
wish I could feel that way. Guess I'm a little selfish. I'd rather have her here.
Miss Berlin, I don't mean to upset you by saying that, but when things like this happen, I pray very hard to make heads or tails of it. I think in Shirley's case, she wanted to take care of that baby, of you, of everybody she knew. Her whole body was worn out. We wouldn't let her do everything she wanted it to do. So she went to a place where she could be a guardian angel. She'll always be young. She'll always be beautiful. And I personally feel much safer knowing she's up there at my side. I know this may sound real simple and stupid, and maybe I am, but this is how I get through things like this.
Thank you, Nell. That is a very good idea. Shelby, as you know, would not want us to get all mired down and wallow in this. She would just see it as one of life's occurrences. That we should deal with it the best way we know how and just get on with it. That's what my mind says. I wish somebody could explain it to my heart.
Tommy said you never left your side.
Well, I wasn't in the mood to play bridge, and that's for sure. No, I couldn't leave my Shelby. You know, it's interesting. The boys were both very difficult births. I almost died when I had Jonathan. Very difficult births. Shelby was a breeze. I could have gone home the afternoon I had her. I was thinking about that as I was sitting with Shelby while she was in the coma. I would work her arms and her legs to keep the circulation going. I told the ICU nurse that we were doing our Jane Fonda. I just kept pushing, like I always did where Shelby was concerned, hoping she'd get up and argue with me. But in the end, we all realized there was no hope. At that moment, I panicked. I did not know if I would survive the next few minutes as they shut off those machines. Trump couldn't take it. He left. Jackson couldn't take it. He left. Struck me as amusing. I mean, men are supposed to be made out of steel or something. But I could not leave. I just sat there holding Shelby's hand. As the sounds of the machines got softer, the beats got further apart, her eyes, there was no noise, no tremble, just peace. And it was at that moment that I realized how lucky I am as a woman. I was there when that wonderful person drifted into my world, and I was there when she drifted out. It was the most precious moment of my life thus far.
Well, I don't know how your insides are doing, but your hair is holding up beautiful. Did you have it done when you were in Shreveport?
No, I did it myself.
Well, I don't want to be hearing that kind of talk.
Well, doing my hair was so odd. I had no idea about the back.
Well, you did a good job. I just had to give her a lick of the promise. You know, Linnell's going to be going on maternity leave soon. I'm going to need some temporary help if you're interested.
You know, with everything going on, I didn't know I'd have time, if I'd feel like coming here today. But this morning, I wanted to be here more than anything. Isn't that silly? No. Last night, I went into Shelby's closet, and guess what I found? All of our Christmas presents stacked up and wrapped with her own hands. I better go.
Here, take a look at the back.
Shelby was right. It does look like a blonde football helmet.
Oh, Malin, sit down. Are you all right?
I'm fine. I am fine. I'm great. I could drive to Texas and back, but my daughter can't. She
My husband says the same thing.
Oh, I think my Lloyd got a kick out of that one.
Lloyd always did get a laugh at my expense when he was living.
Malin, you know how much Lloyd loves Shelby. I know that he is up there right now. He is showing her around. He's taking care of some of her speeding tickets.
Shelby was always crazy about Lloyd.
Oh, she just loved the quicksand that he walked on. And I know that he was so happy when she arrived and he saw a familiar face. You know, my Lloyd was a Louisiana politician. And we don't know too many people who make it up to heaven.
Very.
Squeezer, you know I love you more than my luggage.
You are too twisted for color TV.
Thank
Now that you ladies have made up, we're gonna have to let this one go. She cannot be a pillar of strength with eye makeup running down her neck.
Go on out there, Miss Malin. We'll take it from here.
I shouldn't have gone on like I did. I made everybody cry. I'm sorry.
Don't be silly. Laughter through tears is my favorite emotion.
Maybe I should have an emotional outburst more often. Perhaps I should start having them at home. You're all gonna be so pleased. Oh, I am so glad I came by. Shelby would have had a good time today.
I'm sure she did.
Malin, tell your family, especially Drummond, that I'm praying for him. Yes, ma'am. There, I've said it. I hope you are safe.
I have suspected this all along.
Well, don't go thinking you're going to get me to come to your church when you attend revival meetings. All those Bible leaders doing heaven knows what. Probably try to make me feel live chicken or something.
Well, not on your first visit.
Very good, a nail. Spoken like a true smartass.
Malin, Owen wanted me to tell you that you're in his thoughts.
Well, I didn't know you and Owen were.
Yeah, he's coming on Monday to take you to Shelby's service. That girl will do anything to get us together.
Well, then if you need anything at all, you just give me a call.
If your mind's busy, you call me.
Oh, call me. I got call waiting. I just got it.
I will.
Oh, Miss Malin, I don't know if this is the right place or time, but Sammy and I were thinking that if this baby's a girl, we'd like to name her Shelby, since she's the reason we got together in the first place. If you don't mind.
Mine, Shelby would love that. I am tickled pink. Pink.
And now, what are you going to call the baby if it's a boy?
Shelby, I guess.
That's the way it should be. Life goes on.
Malin, I know it's hard, but if you feel like you gotta take a whack at something, you come on over and hit on me. I can take it.
I just might take you up on that.
Oh, you ladies have no idea how wonderful you are. Of course we do.